Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's devotions. As you've heard, we'll be speaking about after the cross, it is finished. And so, in preparing for this devotion, I went to God and I asked Him, God, how do you see life after the cross? And He showed me a vision. And in this vision, I was standing in the middle of a hospital, wearing clothes that looked close to rags, and just feeling so depressed and so lonely. I looked around me, and in all the hospital rooms, I saw patients and nurses running around trying to take care of all of these patients. And I felt this desire to leave this place. I looked at my arm, and there was a drip in my arm that was connected to nothing. And I felt lifeless and hopeless. I saw the doors of this hospital, and I knew immediately that I needed to get out of this place. And so I ran. I ran towards these hospital doors, and I pushed them open. And as soon as I pushed these doors open, the whole scene of the vision changed completely. And I was in the middle of the most beautiful sanctuary I have ever seen. There was wildlife, birds, mountains, grass, flowers, all you can think of in this most beautiful scene I've ever seen. And I saw this huge well that was deep, 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 and I ran towards it. And as soon as I got there, I looked up and I heard God say to me, "Welcome home." I was so overwhelmed with emotions, and God led me to Ezekiel 37, verse 26 to 27, which says, "Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them, and I will place them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. My tabernacle also shall be with them. Yea, I will be their God, and they shall be my people." You see, this vision was a picture of the new life and the new covenant that you and I have stepped into because of the finished work of the cross. In John 10 verse 9 it says, this is Jesus speaking, "I am the door. If anyone enters by me, he will be saved and will go in and out and find pasture." Jesus was that door that I stormed through to get out of this dark place that I was in. You see, He set the sanctuary in our hearts. He says, "My tabernacle will be with Him. I will be their God and they will be my people." This is the new covenant that we have stepped into because of Jesus and the blood that He shed on the cross. We have entered into a covenant of peace. In Luke 22 verse 20, when Jesus is with His disciples at the Last Supper, it says, "Likewise, He also took the cup after supper, saying, This cup is the new covenant in my blood, which is shed for you." We've just gone through Easter and we've learned about the cross and the new life that we've stepped into. And man, I want to encourage you that you have this new life, a new covenant, a new destiny because of the finished work of the cross, because of the blood of Jesus. You have entered into the sanctuary, and Jesus and God is saying to you, welcome home. Be encouraged and motivated that you have life after the cross, and it is finished. Always remember, you are highly favored and deeply loved of God.